The setting for our broadcast tonight. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Good evening, Kevin. Well, last season, Paul George had a homecoming. He said, as a kid, I pictured playing in L.A., my parents being able to watch me at Staples. I'm not playing for the Clippers. This is home. I'm playing for the home team. It doesn't get any better than that. And Kevin, his family is backing him up. They show up to every game here.
What a story. David, thank you. Let's see some of the numbers here for Kawhi Leonard.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. They've got Trae Young. Clint Capella is out there with Collins. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2 spot. And for Los Angeles, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the 4 spot. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Boy, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Here's Beverley. Now the pass to Leonard. It's stolen by Capella. Goes back up, and it's good on the way in.
You know, you love the effort. Forget the size disadvantage. Young's willing to go down there and mix it up.
Now, here's George. Passes it to Leonard. Dishes it to Morris. Good work there as it goes.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Bogdanovich, following the basket by Marcus Morris. Bogdanovich against George. Bogdanovich passes to Young. 6 to shoot. He dishes it to Capella. Collins kicks to Young. Pulls it up. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Young's got his second basket.
And the thing about Young's jumper, it's almost intimidating. And that unlocks so many other options for him.
Now here's Leonard. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Rebounded by Capella.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And the rejection by Leonard.
Well, the length of Kawhi Leonard twice on the pipes with that 7'3" wingspan.
Here's Collins. And George, here we go. Got a hand on it. And they're running. Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Now here's Beverley. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Morris with the bucket.
Well, this guy's a capable scorer from the interior. Marcus Morris, adept at using that size and touch to his advantage.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this.
Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. Here's Young. They depend on his scoring, and he always delivers, averaging a grand total of 31 points a game. Morris against Collins. Young outside. Unloads. He doesn't hit that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I mean, hard time shooting the rock in that one. but they also didn't give themselves the best looks.
I think even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
Young against Beverly. Young, good. Young's got 6 points. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Beverly, the pass to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, you're working the two-man game with Kawhi Leonard as your primary target. That's the first guy you need to stop.
Hawks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Young with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Collins kicks to Bogdanovich. Gallinari in the corner. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Well, Marcus Morris, the frame and the length to block shots, that's pretty.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. For Atlanta, they come in off the loss to the Suns. Young dishes to Gallinari. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. With the teardrop, and it's good on the layup. Bogdanovich has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Gallinari, a scorer at heart, but how about the unselfishness? Perfectly sets up his open teammate.
Beverly feeling it out a bit. George passes to Leonard. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 9.
Leonard doesn't give the defense time to react. His catch and shoot game is on point.
Pass to Collins. Outside Bogdanovich. Young against Beverly. 6 on the shot clock. Collins kicks to Young. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich. Los Angeles leading by 5. Now Beverly. No points in the game yet for him. There's the dish to Leonard. Morris outside. Over in the corner, Beverly. Zubac trying to break loose. And the layup falls.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
The Hawks trail by 7. Gallinari outside. Outside Collins. Lobbed up there for Collins. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Pushing it up. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Luke Kennard comes in for George. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
First free throw is good.
Pretty obvious Young believes in his ability. A fearless shooter who also does a good job at orchestrating the offense.
Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Capella. And so Young nails them both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Pass to Leonard.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. It's a 10-point game. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
And the Hawks making a change here. Rondo's checked in. Hawks passing it around. And Okongwu slams it in.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
And here's Kennard. The pass to Patterson. Outside Williams. Back to Patterson. Clock at 6. Overdone. Tries again. Ibaka. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3 ball.
And he makes the first.
Well, what you love about Serge Ibaka, yes, he has tremendous size and reach and great athleticism, but he plays his role to a T.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Rondo with the ball. He's coming off a 13-point game against Phoenix. Passes to Fernando. Out left to the wing. Hunter, no one around him. They get a hand on it.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Outside Williams. And he banks in the layup. And the Clippers lead by 12.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Dunn dishes to Okongwu. Back to Dunn. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning of his career. Nice.
Here's Kennard. 8 points his last outing. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
The Hawks trail by 15. Here's Dunn. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
That's just unreal body control. Chris Dunn really showing up the D with that shot.
Outside Williams. Ibaka finds Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires at the elbow. No good on that one.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist from Dunn. Okongwu's now got his second bucket of the game to go. Clippers leading by 11. Leonard. He's got 11. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
Now Rondo. Kicks it to Dunn. That shot no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Kennard on the wing. Back to Williams. The Hawks trail by 13. Here's Rondo. Sweet little floater.
And although not the biggest guy, you got to love how Rondo uses his body inside. Has a great touch as well around the rim.
And here is Williams. Really struggled in the loss against New Orleans. Here's Dunn, and it's blocked.
Well, persistent defense on the part of Patrick Patterson. This guy anticipates the shot and says, no, sir.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks, trailing by 13. And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And the Clippers making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Clippers leading by 11. In the corner, it's Patterson. Jackson with it. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Hunter with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Rondo wide open. The three-pointer no good. LA's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. At the elbow, it's Ibaka. That shot off. The Hawks trail by 11. 26 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Rondo passes to Okongwu. Shot clock at 6. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense nowhere to be found.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Seven seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Williams. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes for young players to acclimate themselves to the NBA.
You know, this game, you know, it's a physical game, obviously, but, you know, a lot of it is mental. So, you know, just, you know, making sure you're thinking while you're out there is, you know, one of the big things for me. One of the things I've kind of learned since I've been in the league.
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. They've got Dunn. Also, Rajon Rondo out there. Okongwu is out there with Hunter. And it's Fernando in at the 4 spot. And he knocks down the first one. And the new season, Doris, always a time for optimism. You know, the world could use some of that right about now.
No, there's no question, Kevin, and we always consider sports to be a microcosm of society. And so are we all on a quest to get better? Are we all on a quest to do more individually? And to me, that's a sentiment that goes well beyond the world of sports.
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Here's Jackson, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Now, here is George. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
First one falls for him.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Kennard. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Gallinari comes in for Hunter. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Dunn. And Trae Young subbed in for Rajon Rondo.
To think that at one point, after that horrific leg injury, Paul George, there was some doubt whether he could regain the level of play we're accustomed to. But this guy gets better and better.
Now Collins. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And don't discount the defensive presence, guys. He racked up 3 blocks for the game.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Jackson down low. Gallinari covering. Zubac finds Morris. 4 on the shot clock. Jackson misses. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 11-point game. And that one is good. Bogdanovic has got 6.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks.
Patrick Beverley is the kind of competitor every team wants. Gets himself a trip to the free throw line.
For Los Angeles, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. That's good from Beverley.
Boy, Patrick Beverley, what a pleasure this guy is to watch. The level of competitiveness, the commitment to the defensive end. Man, he can raise a team.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Hawks trail by 10. Bogdanovich wide open. But they get it back. Young, good.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, hard to close off the lane.
To the inside. It's stolen by Capella. Bogdanovich with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Here's Young. Can't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Young with the steal. And now Young running the floor all by himself. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Yeah, just exceptional focus on these hard finishes. Young welcomes getting physical on the way up.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And that one falls for Young. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Gallinari against George. And George with the stuff.
Well, an aggressive player at the rim. Paul George has the kind of athleticism to make a defense look silly.
The Hawks trail by 8. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs. A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
For Atlanta, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. On its way from Young for 2. It's hauled in by George.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Jackson. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got his 4th assist in this one. Atlanta's shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Outside Collins. To the paint. Here's Bogdanovich. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
It's his first trip to the line. Free throw good, Bogdanovich.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line. And
so Bogdanovich nails both of them. Clippers leading by 10. Down low, here's Beverly. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And the Hawks with possession here. And here's Young. He's got 13. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Young's got 15 points.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
And Beverly kicks to Zubac. To the middle. Gallinari with the steal. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Good on the triple. Bogdanovich has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Hawks. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Jackson finds Zubac. Beverly against Young. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by Zubac.
What pretty vision right there by Patrick Beverly. Wow.
The Hawks trail by 9. Young with the ball. Coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Inside, and Morris throws it down.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered, and Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Outside, Bogdanovich. Capella inside, working on Zubac. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kevin, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Morris, and it's Williams in for Reggie Jackson. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. The first one falls. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Atlanta. Rondo comes in for Bogdanovich. Both free throws good from Beverly. The Hawks trail by 11. Young passes to Gallinari. Got a piece of it. Leonard with the steal. And George with the stuff.
Well, Kawhi Leonard's passing skills have developed over the years, and if you give him that much attention, he'll find his teammates.
Here's Young. He's got 15. From deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
To the paint. Shots good by Ibaka.
Well, a little bit of assertiveness from the native of Congo. Serge Ibaka has the green light.
Now, here is Young. They depend on his scoring, and he always delivers, averaging a grand total of 31 points a game. From past the arc, that's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Outside Leonard puts it up. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, Kawhi Leonard's starting to percolate, guys. You may want to start checking this guy.
Now Rondo. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Pass to Fernando. Now Young. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Rockets. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at Los Angeles, they're moving in the wrong direction. The good news, though, it's still early in the season. A lot of games left to be played. Plenty of time to turn things around.
And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. That shot off the mark. The Clippers go the other way with it. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand. George double teamed. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's the Hawks now. The Hawks trail by 14. Young passes to Capella. Here's Fernando. His last outing, he had 8 points. Gallinari wide open from outside off the mark.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Outside Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
As unassuming as he looks sometimes, Kawhi Leonard finishes with authority off the dribble.
Here's Young. 18 points for him. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Luke Kennard comes in for Patrick Beverly, and then for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Gallinari. And it's done in for Trae Young. Right wing, fires the 3. Hunter no good. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
5 to shoot. Can they get it? The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Patterson. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game. The Hawks trail by 18. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Kennard against Rondo. Now, here's Dunn. T right on him. The shot off that time. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Incredible wingspan, unbelievable hands. The alley-oop is easy.
It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Williams against Dunn. Six on the shot clock. From deep three-point range. And so it's Los Angeles holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
You know, just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, and making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 23 points, 3 assists, and 1 block. And for the Clippers, the wing tandem of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George inviting historic comparisons. Shaq, for your money, are they as good as any duo in the league?
Without question, Ernie Cornelius Johnson. Players who are both MVP caliber. Yes, yes, yes.
I didn't know your middle name was Cornelius.
Neither did I.
Okay.
I don't think it is.
Okay. But for Shaq's money, you know, most importantly, this would be a big, big step. But, you know, they're a huge factor. I'll say that. But Cornelius, I did not know. It was Cornelius.
ECJ, baby.
It's not Cornelius.
ECJ.
I guess it is now.
Eastern Conference jersey. Cornelius.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
No, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. That one a little long.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Collins wide open, he fires. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And George, here we go. A 3 from Leonard. That one no good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. And Gallinari kicks to Young. Left side, Collins. Young looking around. Gallinari right side. Capella trying to free himself up. Another shot, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And a great display of physicality from Capella. He's not one to shy away from contact.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard numbers.
Clippers with the ball. 22 is their biggest lead. Pass to Zubac. Leonard with the ball. Back to Zubac. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, "We've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time." Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And now let's revisit that exceptional Mobile One block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
The Hawks trail by 16. Gallinari outside. Outside Collins. And the pass to Young. The three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Feeds to Beverly. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Beverly. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Outside Collins. To the inside. Gallinari. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Capella? 9th in rebounding, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. That's good from Capella.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
He doesn't get the second one.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be a...
Oh, wow!
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pass to Capella. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Down low, it's stolen by Capella. Young finds Capella. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Clippers leading by 19. Inside, and stolen by Bogdanovich. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Chalk up 2 there. Young's got 20 points.
Yeah, terrific effort there by Young, really all night. The defense has tried to make adjustments, but he's just stayed one step ahead of him.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Beverly. To the middle. George, no good. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Atlanta. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assistant.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Zubac's the pass to George. Outside Leonard. 6 to shoot. And the rejection by Collins. Gallinari surveying the D. Collins kicks to Gallinari. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Doris, as we've seen, NBA players are becoming more vocal on social issues. And some will say, keep politics out of sports. Should the NBA and should all sports leagues be worried about that backlash?
Kevin, one of the things I admire most about the NBA is its commitment to the causes it believes in. And whether we are talking about the mental health issues of some of their players or the current situation in the country, the NBA's commitment to supporting equality and social justice is admirable. What is controversial about equality and social justice for all? Nothing. I admire their commitment. They're on the right track. What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
Here's Young. He's got 20. Outside Collins. There's Gallinari with the 3, and the 3 ball is good. Gallinari's got himself on the board with 3 there.
What a pure shooting motion for Danilo Gallinari, and at 6'10", that's special.
Beverly the pass to George. And George with the stuff.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Here's Young. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And the rejection by Collins. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Young.
Oh, great ball movement there.
George against Gallinari. Pass to Beverly. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Bogdanovich has got 18 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
The pass to Zubac. 5 on the clock. Outside Jackson. And it's off from 3-point range.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Young. Back to Bogdanovich. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Bogdanovich has got 9 points here in the second half. And the Clippers call time here.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. Patterson comes in for Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for George. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for John Collins. Dunn comes in for Gallinari. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Young.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
And here's Rondo. He kicks to Okongwu. Outside Bogdanovich. Off target with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
It's deflected. Dunn with it. Stats on him. He's averaging 9 points a game. Shoots over Patterson. John misses. Clippers leading by 10. Now here's Kennard. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Jackson against Rondo. Lob pass to Capella. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. Capella trying to free himself up. Good. Rondo's got it back down to single digits for Atlanta.
Yeah, that's just a nice pass. This was one of college basketball's premier playmakers. Dunn showing great vision.
Here's Williams. Rebounded by the Hawks. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's foul number 2 for him. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Clint Capella. Fernando, the pass to Okongwu. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Now Jackson. 6 points for him. Williams up on top. For the 3. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks trail by 8. Here's Dunn. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Now, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, G.A., what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
The free throw drops in for Dunn.
Yeah, Chris Dunn tantalized the NBA guys with his elite speed, his playmaking ability. There were some question marks about his decision making, but I think that's about repetition.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Los Angeles leading by 6. Outside Jackson. Passes to Williams from the arc. Rebound Atlanta.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And it's Bogdanovich off the drive to the inside. Here's Fernando. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Ibaka's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. The shot by Williams, no good.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Rondo gets the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Jackson. No good there. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Rondo. The feed now to Bogdanovich. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got his 3rd assist on the night. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 22 is their biggest lead. To the paint. Here's Patterson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Patterson's got his first basket.
Well, I think he's known as a pick-and-roll defender, but Patrick Patterson taking advantage on the offensive end. Good timing, good execution.
Here is Williams. 5 points in the game. There's 49 seconds left to play in the 3rd. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. Fernando pulls it in. Fernando's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
That ties it up. Bogdanovich has got 13 points in just this quarter.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Done against Williams. For 3, buries it from 3-point range. Williams has got 8.
Now this is a go-to shot for sweet Lou Williams. The 3 ball is there.
And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Clippers lead by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Los Angeles leading by 3. 4th quarter on the court for the Hawks. Bogdanovich is out there with John Collins. Then there's Dunn. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Okongwu in at the center position. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Williams. Pass to Ibaka. Over Okongwu. Bank shot, no good. The Hawks trail by 3. Here's Dunn. Kicks it out to Collins. Off target from 3-point range.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Here's Rondo. 4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Bogdanovich finds Collins. Inside, Okongwu.
Oh, and he went for the 2-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Here's Ibaka. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
Boy, you love how Ibaka gets a little nasty down on the block. Excellent at putting the defense in a tough spot.
And he makes the first. So for the Hawks, Gallinari, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Young is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Both good from the line that time.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Young passes to Gallinari. Collins looking around. Morris with the block. In the corner, Kennard with it. That one's good from the corner. Here's Young. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Bangs home the trifecta. Young's got 25 points in the game.
And the effortless shooting motion. Young's 3-point jumper is just poetry in motion. And has it on automatic.
Down low, here's Leonard. Some solid defense from Gallinari. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks, trailing by 4. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ibaka's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Morris passes to Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Well, Kawhi Leonard makes dunks look easy. That ball looks like a grapefruit in his hands.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Young against Williams. Here's Dunn. Here's Okongwu. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And the Clippers call time here.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Williams. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He's obviously pretty happy. He said, I know they're not going to take us lightly next time. We knew what the deal was with that underdog role coming into the game.
And this is what I like about Chris Dunn. Tenacity on the dribble drive, plays with a ton of force.
First one falls for him. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
The Hawks trail by 3, looking to end his cold spell, and Dunn with the slam.
Dunn is always looking to attack. When he has room to run, boy, you better look out.
Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on Trae Young.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
That free throw good from George. Hawks have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Now, here's Okongwu. Zubac defending. Stolen by Zubac. Morris finds Leonard. Leonard draws the double. George against Dunn. Zubac, that's good. And the Clippers lead by 6.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
Pass to Gallinari.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
And now Dunn pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Boy, it starts with the steal of Danilo Gallinari, but then you've got to get in transition and finish. They do there. Nicely done.
And there's the pass to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Zubac kicks to Beverly. That 3 off the mark. The Hawks trail by 4. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Young's shot is off. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Oh, Morris in position. No good. Shot missing.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
And the work ethic coming into play there. I like how Young can just focus on the task at hand.
To the inside. George. Yes! And the foul. Chris Dunn picks one up.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. That free throw good from George. Here's Young. And the shot is good. Young's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
To the middle, here's Leonard. Up and in on the way up. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Young dishes to Gallinari. Done outside. Lock at 6. Out to Gallinari. Atlanta now working with a new shot clock.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Clippers leading by 3. And here's George. Morris outside. Passes it to Zubac to the left side wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The best scorers in the game have the ability to get to the free throw line. Kawhi Leonard lives there.
That free throw good from Leonard. Atlanta making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Leonard hits them both.
Well, you think back to draft day in 2011. It was quiet then. It became loud as his career went on. But the Spurs get the draft rights to Kawhi Leonard on that day for George Hill. Incredible.
Collins passes to Young. Softly drops in the floater. Young's got 9 points in the quarter.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
George with the ball. Pass to Beverly. And here is Morris. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
I'll tell you, you have to take pride in finishing through contact. You get the sense Marcus Morris relishes that chance.
Bogdanovich against George. Outside, Bogdanovich kicks it to Collins. Gallinari on the wing. Shoots. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Well, you've got to have big men who can shoot the basketball. Danilo Gallinari provides you just that.
Pass to Beverly. Here's Leonard. Morris, left side. Back to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court, he makes a lot of noise.
Now, here is Young. Dishes to Collins. And Bogdanovich kicks to Young. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Young's got 33 points.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Now Leonard lays it up off the glass. Leonard's got 35.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. It's a 5-point game. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. Leonard against Gallinari. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. No good from outside. LA's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Beverly finds George. Basket good.
Well, the efficiency with the mid-range game, Paul George has always possessed.
Young against Beverly. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
That free throw good from Young. And so Young nails them both. Los Angeles leading by 5. Here's Beverly. Outside, George. And it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
Boy, not only can Paul George get off the dribble drive, but you see the strength to absorb the contact and finish. Nice.
And here's Young. Shoots it. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Young's got 37.
Game tightening up, no problem. Put the ball in Young's hand and let the young fella go to work.
Leonard against Gallinari. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. The Hawks trail by 7. Young outside. In the corner, it's Capella. Gallinari outside. Shot clock at 6 to the left wing. And here's Collins from outside. Los Angeles leading by 7. George looking over the floor. The pass to Beverly. Leonard in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
We've learned that this guy is capable of connecting from absolutely anywhere. Kawhi, simply stated, one of the best offensive players in the league.
Gallinari on the wing. No good on the triple.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Bounce pass from Beverly. Leonard, the pass to Beverly. Off target with his 3. Here's Bogdanovich. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. 22 is their biggest lead. Inside, here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
To the paint, here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 12 rebounds.
And how about his athleticism? For a big man, Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Leonard kicks to Beverly. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Zubac. Rebounded by Capella. Here's Bogdanovich. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the flow.
So the Clippers with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, tremendous performance for you. How satisfying is it to control the game the way you did?
You know, it's very satisfying. And, you know, I just feel great that my guys have confidence in me out there, and they want me to keep being aggressive on the floor.
Well, they're smart, and they see which way that heads to. It leads to W's, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.